Hey everybody, Troy Rutter here from TTMAutograph.com. Having a bit of a technical difficulty. The lights aren't quite on all the way. Looks kind of weird. And I was having some microphone issues, so hopefully this sounds okay. If not, I'll have to do it again. Trying to get this video in really quickly because the Iowa State basketball game is starting here in just a couple minutes. So I'm doing this video now, and then I'll go ahead and scan everything and get everything in probably during halftime. So go Cyclones! So have a big recap for you. It was an okay week. Let's just go straight into it, shall we? So here are some of the cards that I promised last video that I didn't have a chance to get to. I actually forgot to put them in, so sorry, everything got kind of verschmutzed here. So here we go. Coming in, first one is from Ron Gant. Ron Gant, now remember that name? How long was this? This is 17 days from Ron Gant. Signed a Don Russ card. Next we have Javier Lopez. He signed 2 of 2. And that was in 19 days. So there is the first one. And there is the second one. Oop. Oh, I just dropped something. And so those were in 19 days for Javier Lopez. Sorry, I had everything like laid out and ready to go, and then I dropped it. And so everything's kind of just all smushed together now. So here's a couple more TTMs that came in. Those were the ones that, like I said, came in earlier in the week that I didn't get in my first video of the week, and so I put them in now. Now we'll get to ones that I think all these came back today. So here is Junichi Tazawa. This came in today at 21 days from spring training. Boston Red Sox card. There's something on the back of it. I don't know. It looks kind of like tape. So I don't know what that's about, but it kind of ruined the back of the card. Kind of sucks. So not like I ever get anything graded or anything, but it'd be nice if it kind of looked okay. The next one is Jeff Kent. This was a Don Russ 93 card. This came in at 18 days as well. So Jeff Kent, 18 days. And then Danny Salazar. Danny Salazar of the Indians. This is a spring training success. This came in 11 days, and he only sent back 1, and I sent 2, so kept 1. Danny Salazar. And finally, Jack Brohamer. This came back in 34 days. Jack Brohamer, and this is like a 1981 card or something like that. Pretty old. I think Henry sent me that card at some point in the past, and so I do keep everything people send me and sent that out. So I think that was from Henry. That's the only way I could think that I ever got that card. So thank you so much. And next I got that's all of my actual TTMs, but I got a big care package in today from Ed, aka Weskergriff, and it's pretty insane. I really appreciate it. You know, he sent me a decoy and a security sticker. So no, that's not all he sent, but no, I really do appreciate the care packages. I don't get them very often. I know there are some YouTubers that always say, "Oh, I got this in from so and so and so and so and so and so," and I'm just like, I must be doing something wrong. Maybe I'm not sending out enough, but I really do appreciate when you guys send me stuff. You can find my address on TTM Autograph. I don't hide it or anything, so go ahead and send it to me. But he sent a bunch of stuff. So he sent me a bunch of Prism basketball cards. I don't really collect basketball, but these are really cool. So thanks for those. Some assorted baseball cards as well. Some really new. There's a Nolan Ryan too. That one's pretty sweet. I never got Nolan Ryan. I used to go to see him play when the Rangers would play the Twins up in Minneapolis, but I never got a Nolan Ryan. So maybe someday. And so then he actually, in addition to just the cards, which are awesome, he sent me a ton of autographs, and I probably won't put all these up. Well, I might. I don't know. All right, I'm not sure if I'm going to scan all these because it could take a while. But here they are right now. I'll just go through them real quick. Fred Taylor from the Jaguar football card. This one is Joe Washington. BJ Cunningham. Brian Matusz. I think I've got him. I don't know how to say it. Sorry, Brian. I think I've gotten him TTM. I'm not quite sure. Ron Gant. Remember I told you to keep track of Ron Gant, so now I got 2 Ron Gants. Brian Harvey. Then I got Pat Neshek. And then a basketball card, Detlef Schrempf. I think Weskergriff sent me the cards just to see how I pronounce some of these people. So, the Iowa State game's about ready to start. I gotta get this going. And then from Game of Thrones, Noah Taylor. Now, I would love to start a Game of Thrones collection. I have Julian Glover right now, and I think he's the only one. But I have 0 UK stamps, and you can't order them online like you can in Canada. And so, if anybody wants to trade UK stamps, let me know. Daniel used to be my in for those. And so I haven't done a lot in the UK, and every address I've been coming across lately was like United Kingdom. And I'm like, I don't have anything from there. So let's get into some of the entertainment to round things off today. I actually got this back. I sent off to Linda Lavin from Alice. And I mentioned the address in an article of Mike the Fanboy. And so I got it back, and excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. I got this back, and I was kind of upset that she didn't return my photo sign, but sent a signed playbill from Our Mother's Brief Affair, right there. And then I looked up and I found out that the play ended before the week that I sent the photo, and so they must have had some extras of these, and so they sent my photo back, but also sent me the playbill. So that's I'll take that. And so next, and that was in 8 days. Another 8-day success was from someone who I had tried before, but I never got. That is Ed Begley Jr. He's had a ton of things. He was on 7th Heaven when I was on 7th Heaven way back when. So he sent back this photo right there. He sent back this photo, and I sent both of these photos to him. And he also sent me a Hit the Deck success on the 7 for 7th Heaven. So very cool. Next I have from Magnum PI, John Hillerman. This came back in 8 days. John Hillerman, 8 days. That's kind of cool. And finally, to round things up, let's see, where's this one? A couple weeks ago, I put up a different kind of an article on Mike the Fanboy and TTM Tuesday, where I put up all the Fuller House addresses. And so I put in addresses, and I prefaced it by saying, not all these addresses have recent successes. Candace Cameron and Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber and, of course, Bob Saget, John Stamos, and blah, blah. And so I listed pretty much all of the main cast, except for I got kind of some heat on not mentioning Steve. I think I got some flack on that. Anyway, I got some flack over that article because there was especially one person who said, quote, "None of these addresses work." And I take the word none very seriously. I think absolutes, I try never to speak in absolutes because more than often you'll be proved wrong. And so I took that as a challenge, and even though it is not Candace Cameron, it is not Jodie Sweetin, it is not Bob Saget, it is not Andrea Barber, it's not Dave Coulee, and it is not, who did I miss? Coulee, Saget, Johnson. I think that was everybody. But I did get a, how long was this? I think it was 8-day return. Oh, I just dropped my Post-it note. Where'd the Post-it note go? Hey, did you guys see where the, I don't know, there it is. It was actually in 12 days. Elias Harger, the youngest member, well, not the youngest member of the Fuller House cast, sent me 2 photos. There's number 1, and there's number 2. So just remember, never speak in absolute. I just did. Don't often speak in absolutes. because, yeah, it's not true. Some of those addresses, at least one, does work. So yeah, hit the deck success. Great gift package. Some TTMs to round out the week. And yeah, hopefully I'll get all these scams during halftime. Oh, the game's just starting. Go Cyclones, and we'll talk to you later. Come on, Cyclones. Oh, it's 9-2 already. Okay, I gotta go, guys. Catch you later. Bye.